Guys, they said Ooni of Ife's wives allegedly complain about Kabiyesi's behavior towards them and towards Ebony. According to what we are hearing, they said Ebony's child is allowed to stay in the palace, while Oletik's children and that of Blo, Igbi, and Olori Two-Face, that their children are not allowed to stay inside the palace. And this has been causing so much commotion and problem in the palace. And this is happening because information got to us that after what happened the other day, they said Olori Two-Face child was very ill, even to the point that the mother was calling her and she was complaining that she's traveling, this and that. And they said Kabiyesi said Kabiyesi gave her time to go and be with the child, you know. Now we are hearing that she brought two into the palace. And before they got married, they said Kabiyesi made it clear to all of them that none of their children will be staying inside the palace, not even one of them, you know. And they all agreed to this, although they said sometime they will bring their children. You know, mother and children now, that connection will always be there. So sometimes their children will come. Maybe after some time they will leave again, as in they will leave the palace. And sometimes they will come when there is serious water and all of that, they will leave. But this last one that Ebony returned back to the palace, but she did not come with that her daughter. But from what we are hearing, we heard that Ebony's daughter have been living in the palace for a very long time. As a matter of fact, people who do not know her thinks that she is from that place, you know, because Ebony have been an ayaba in the palace. She have stayed long ago, as in she have stayed for a very long time in that palace. Because I don't know if she was there when Kabiyesi married Wurola. I don't know, but from the look of things, she was always in the palace. And even when Queen Naomi was there, we heard that she was living there even before Queen Naomi came. And all this while she have given birth to this her daughter, because the daughter is more than 8 years now. And Kabiyesi on the throne have been, I think, almost, he was crowned around 2015. If you calculate it from now, it should be around 10 years. And Ebony returned back to the palace the moment they crowned Kabiyesi. According to her, she said she and Kabiyesi, she is betrothed to Kabiyesi, but she left Kabiyesi to go and bear a child for another man. You can imagine that kind of betrothment. So when they made Kabiyesi the king, she returned back. And ever since she returned, she have returned with this baby. So, and ever since then, the baby have been staying in the palace. Even when Queen Naomi came to the palace, the baby was living in the palace. And a lot of people are saying that the reason Kabiyesi is saying that none of their children will stay in the palace was because of what happened during the time that Queen Naomi and her family were staying in the palace, because they keep having problems. And a lot of people are saying that if her family have not been there with her, maybe all these problems wouldn't have been coming out. But that is the reason they said Kabiyesi now told the wives during the time that he wants to get married to them that none of their children will live inside the palace. And they all agreed. Even those of them that have 3 months old baby, they agreed and left their children behind to come and get married to Kabiyesi. You left 3 months old baby behind just because of marriage. Up till now, I'm still doubting that too, but that is what we keep hearing. So now, they said the reason it looks as if Ebony's child is allowed into the palace, while Oletik's children are not allowed, Blo's children, because they say Blo have 2 kids too. Did I call them kids? They said they are now grown-ups, you know. And Igbi also have like 2 or 3. Some people are saying 3, while some people are saying 2. And only recently we are hearing that she adopted them, while others are saying that she gave birth to them. I don't know how it happened, but she have about 3 kids, you know. So with all of these children, none of them can come and stay in the palace, but Ebony's child is staying. And they are saying that Kabiyesi, if you want, according to the reason why all of this is coming up right now, somebody told Kabiyesi that Olori two-faced children are right there in the palace, that they have been there for weeks. So it's not as if they visited, that they have been there for weeks. And Kabiyesi was angry because they all had an agreement that none of their children would stay back in the palace. So that was how they say Kabiyesi gave order that they should return back to wherever they are coming from without wasting time, because it's an insult and disobedient, because it simply means that Olori Two-Face is disobeying the king. And they said at that point, that was when an opportunity come for all of them to raise the alarm that why would Ebony's child be staying in the palace while others will be outside, that they all got married to Kabiyesi, and by marriage they belongs to the palace. So if their children from another man should be allowed into the palace, if Ebony's child from another man should be allowed into the palace, their own children too will also be allowed. After all, they are staying in their apartment. They are not coming to Kabiyesi's apartment to come and stay and all of that. So right now, that is the wahala in the palace. It is now a serious matter. The Kabiyesi have made it clear that they are going to send their children back to their parents or whoever that is taking care of them, that they cannot be allowed into the palace. Because we all know that if he allows all of them come into the palace, with the way their mothers are behaving, how do you think the children will be behaving in that palace? The palace will turn to palace of commotion overnight without any form of, without wasting time, you know. So, but a lot of people are saying that they will have to fight until Kabiyesi also tells Ebony to send her own child to their family. After she's from that Ile-Ife there, the baby can go and stay with the Lafogidi house whenever she's back into the country. Oh, let me not bite my tongue, abeg. So that if Ebony, if had it been is another person that Kabiyesi said, okay, your child can stay because she have been staying in the palace for a long time, that Ebony will fight until she makes sure that that did not happen, or her own child is allowed to stay in the palace. And for that reason, that they are no longer going to keep quiet. After all, blow too is from the royal house and all of that. So this is the wahala that is going on right now in the palace. They said no be smart, you know, but Kabiyesi have given his order that Olori Two-Face should return back her children to her mother, because we heard that it has been her mother that have been taking care of her children all this while. And they say Ebony is not saying anything. Anyway, at the moment, her daughter is still in UK, maybe because of school or anything, because she did not come back with her. So right now, she's keeping quiet. By the time she will return back to the palace, let's see if she will bring the child to the palace or she will send the child to her family house. I know by then, Politik will not keep quiet, because that one. Anyway, guys, that is what we are here, you know. Like I told you, these are all alleged rumors, speculated information making rounds on social media. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.